Okay, so in this problem, we're asked to first solve the algebraic inequality, and we're going to use inverse operations on both sides to do that. And then we are asked to graph the solution set to that inequality. So we're going to start off by doing the solving process, and I'm going to start by just identifying my term here, and I'm going to circle it that has the variable. And I'm also going to draw that line down the middle of the inequality. That'll set me up for success, help organize my work. What I notice is when I circled this x term, there's a negative in that x term. So I'm going to need to switch at some point along the solving way. I'm going to need to switch my inequality from a less than or equal to a greater than or equal to symbol. So I'm just making a note here because my negative, okay? And I also want to make a note that this could be negative x over 2 instead of having that negative in the middle, or you could think of it as x over negative 2. I think when I get to my rewrite here, I'm going to rewrite it in that format because that will help me not to lose my signs along the way and end up with the wrong solution set. So I'm going to start first by eliminating the plus 26. I'm going to get rid of it by subtracting it on both sides. I'm going to draw that horizontal line across the bottom there. And now I'm going to do the math that I just wrote. On this side, I get x. I'm going to rewrite it as an equivalent form, but I'm going to put the negative sign instead of in the middle and the bottom because I think that's going to help me in a little bit. That makes 0. It's less than or equal to. And then on this side, I got to do their opposite signs. Same signs, add the two, different signs, subtract. So I'm just going to subtract 26, put the bigger number on top, minus 15, and that's 11. But there are more negatives than positives, so it's a negative 11. So far, so good. Now I need to solve for x. X is sitting right here. I'm going to circle it. I need to get rid of this divide by 2. To get rid of a divide by 2, I am going to multiply both sides. Sorry, it's divide by negative 2. To get rid of the negative 2, I need to multiply both sides by negative 2. Negative 2 divided by itself is 1. On the other side, negative 11 times negative 2 is 22, positive. A negative times a negative is a positive. Because I multiplied by a negative on both sides, I need to switch my inequality the other direction and then 22. So when I go to graph it, looking at what I got, if I did this correctly, then I know I'm going to have a solid dot on 22 and I'm going to shade all the numbers that are greater than 22 or the numbers to the right. So that's my prediction. I'm going to have a solid dot and I'm going to shade right. But I'm going to use a test point just in case. If I mess something up here and I use this inequality to graph it, I will have the wrong graph. So I'm going back to my original inequality. It's right here. I'm going to use my test point 0. I'm going to plug it in, and then I'm going to do the math. 0 is nice to use because we can do a lot of that math just in our head. We don't actually have to write out the steps. So 0 plus 26, well, that's 26. 0 divided by 2 is 0. 26 is less than or equal to 15. That is false. Because 0 did not make this inequality true, I will not shade to the side that has 0 on it. 22 is my endpoint. That's what I found, and it is a solid dot because it has the equal sign. It split my number line into the numbers that work and the numbers that don't work. I just found out that 0 is a number that does not work, so I do not shade that half of the number line. I shade the other half, showing that all the numbers to the right of 22 are good. All the numbers to the left of 22 are not good.